Hello, everyone, and welcome to TokuPortal Podcast. I'm Ryan. With me is.
Decay. And today we're talking about Kishiryu Sentai Ryusoulger, episode 30. So, Crayon is following this famous surgeon guy. Wizaru shows up. Yay! Even Crayon is excited.
He was expecting Gajuleus, but it's Wiser this
hmm
week. We're just going to be switching between them at whim now, I think.
Yeah. Um, and then we cut to Kanalo, who's getting relationship advice from a marriage counselor. Yeah. And for anyone who's watched Kamen Rider Double or uh, what was that Ninja Sentai?
Uh, Hurricaneger,
Hurricane.
Hurricaneger?
Hurricane. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in that too.
Oh, who was
So
she?
that's cool. Oh, she was blue.
Oh, cool.
hmm But yeah, not a super exciting opening scene, but the episode just goes uphill from there. Any thoughts?
Nah, that's pretty much it. It's good to see Kanalo getting marriage advice because he really is trying to take this seriously.
Yeah, he's actually trying to learn from his mistakes. So Oto brought that little blue Kishiryu we saw to Melto to see if he knows anything about it. Tiramigo tries to eat it because he thinks it's an egg, and it screams in pain and starts talking. Then Set appears, of course, possessing Ui's dad, and recognizes it as a Sky Kishiryu who flew into space to avoid being sealed temple like all the others. Um, but someone actually sealed him into that little form while he was in space. Some foreshadowing there.
Could be
Um,
him.
yeah, who knows? He doesn't get to finish his sentence because a Minotaur starts rampaging. And holy crap, it's tough, it's as fast as Hyasol, and does a ton of damage. It's arm blades. Green, black, and gold fail to hurt it, and the other three don't have much luck when they show up. Yeah, more solid fights. The show's been great. That Crayon says that it's a high spec minus. Then Kanalo remembers his counselor telling him about high spec people. That's just what they say in Japan. Basically, really successful and attractive people. Pink asks if someone can get married just from being high spec alone, and that angers the Minosaur. It hits them with a beam that seals Asuna's eyes. Green and black follow, but Gaisorg attacks. Any thoughts?
Choreography was really great. I enjoyed seeing the speed battle using Hyasol and figuring out like the connection between the Minosaur and the person who birthed it is something that I'm really enjoying in this show, and this is a great example of how it's done because it not only tells them about the Minosaur itself, it also tells them kind of its strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, they certainly put a lot of thought into them. Um, but yeah, Asuna is healed by Kageyaki Soul. They just kind of connect the dots. The Minosaur is birthed from the surgeon. Kanalo remembers his counselor telling him that high spec people can become egotistical and basically basically dissatisfied with anyone that they date. The brothers arrive and reveal Guy Sork's identity. Ko wants to believe in Nada, of course. In the forest, we actually see Nada resisting the. Pretty
Sorry.
interesting.
Yeah, he
Any
doesn't.
thoughts?
Uh, like seeing their reaction to Ko, like trying to tell him, like, "Hey, Nada is not a good guy. He's our enemy," and Ko going, "No, he's got to be one of us. Like, we have to trust in him." Uh, it shows that Ko does try to consider things from other people's point of views a lot. Uh, like he doesn't know what's going on with Nada, but he wants to understand. And seeing that Nada doesn't necessarily like the armor, like it's too much for him, more than he bargained for, is great because he's not entirely in control of his actions. We find out. So a lot of the times that he's randomly jumped in to join the fighting are just times where he lost control.
Yep. Um. So, yeah, Nada's fighting off the armor in the forest. Toa approaches. Basically, Nada says that he isn't trying to take Red's place at the moment.
Yeah, yet. When were you planning on doing that?
Yeah, he's
That's a
more.
conversation that they detract from.
Yeah, he just says he's curious about the guy that Master Red acknowledged. So the Drudons kidnap the counselor and surgeon and force her to tell him why he is having trouble getting married.
And you know
Basically,
what?
he's a jerk.
Yeah, and he refuses to listen to it. And you know what? This is a conversation that they definitely need to have, but these are not ideal circumstances for it.
No. So, of course, more negative energy flows into the Minosaur. So, Nada tells Toa the story of Master Black and Green. Hundreds of years ago, they fought off the Drudon, who actually returned. Green became Guy Sork, fought them off, but then he rampaged and destroyed his village, being completely possessed. So he wandered into space searching for stronger opponents. Of course, he was defeated in the Psycho Battle Special, and Nada picked up the armor.
Now, it's worth noting that Nada didn't learn the armor was cursed until after he put it on, and he gained the memories of everyone who put it on before him. Because otherwise, if he had already known that, he'd be the hugest dick.
Yeah, or just very delusional, thinking he could control it. Um, which, to be honest, he has kind of controlled it better than the other people we saw possessed. Not much, especially with
Well,
the end of this episode.
back in Psycho Battle, none of those people wanted to put the armor on.
Yeah, that is true. Um, so unable to become a Ryusoulger, he put it on. But he admits that eventually the armor will exploit a weakness in your heart to completely take it over.
Like, all the armor cares about is fighting a strong opponent. It has no morals, it has no allegiances, it just knows the sword.
Mm-hmm. So Toa tells Nada how Bamba used to be, and how Ko kind of influenced and changed him. Ko might be able to do the same for Nada. So the Minosaur rampages, red, blue, and pink fight it. Green shows up. Bamba and Kanalo are actually going to save the host and the consulate. Again, fun kind of splitting up the team. Kanalo slaps the delusional high spec surgeon and does sympathize with his struggle, but tells him that he should get to know his partner instead of focusing on how great he is, and basically selling all of the benefits of himself. And the counselor is proud of Kanelo's growth.
Yeah, Kanalo with the good relationship advice.
Mm-hmm.
Some might say that, that's basic, but I guess this guy really needed it spelled out for him.
For sure. So then Pink kind of gets some payback and starts beating on the Minosaur. Get an insert song. Basically, Kanelo's kind of speech kind of helped weaken it a bit, but it's still too strong for them to defeat it when Gaisorg appears. Eager to fight this strong opponent, he breaks its arm blades with his finish. And then Red finishes it with an pretty good looking finisher, the Doshin Soul finisher, where he just sends a bunch of force punches through it. Pretty awesome.
I loved how this episode wasn't really about anyone. Everyone kind of had their moment in the spotlight except Melto.
Yeah, he just got bit on the butt. I did a week.
But everyone got some time. At one point I thought, oh, is this a Connell episode? No, it's not,
Mm-hmm.
because you got Nada in here. You got Asuna with her big moment fighting the monster one on one.
Yep. Um. So Nada takes the armor off and kind of stumbles to the side. Ko still believes in him. Nada is not. And he kind of acknowledges that Ko really is worthy of being read, but he freezes up. Ko turns away. Toa tries to warn him, but it's too late. Nada slashes him in the back, and he says that he hates that about him.
What a brutal way to end the episode.
Yeah, and then of course we get the cute dancing at the ending song.
Right?
Oh dear.
Takio da.
Yeah. My jaw had dropped watching that escalate.
I'm glad this wasn't the big redemption that it seemed like it was going to be. There's still more Guy Sorg to come. This is only just now getting good. So how do you think this is going to end? Are they going to break the Gaisorg armor and free Nada, or will Nada be free in death?
Yeah, I'm thinking he's probably gonna die.
Like,
but he could die a good guy.
The third option would be that he controls the armor again and joins the team as a temporary seventh or something, but honestly, I don't see that happening here. This show has been any other Sentai, I might say that that's the most likely option. But this Sentai in particular deals with a lot of dark subjects very openly. So I don't see Nada getting the most ideal ending.
Yeah. I think he could kind of sacrifice himself for the protect Ko or something. Maybe. But yeah, I don't think he's gonna make it out.
Yeah, I think the best storytelling would be that he dies. I still think it's possible that they just break the armor and free him like that, and then he just doesn't get to be a Ryusoulger. but I do not think that him like get controlling the armor and joining the team is going to happen.
Hmm. Yeah, especially with how kind of like the humor of the show has been kind of childish. But yeah, the themes have definitely been really teen and adult directed. Like, what kind of kid is thinking about marriage and being being a good partner? Like, I don't think kids really understand this episode. But another solid one. Glad it didn't go as cheesy as we were worried it might.
Uh, and the next episode preview, we get to see that new Kishiryu in action. Just, I just have one little comment on that though.
Flying mech.
No, I'm fine with that. I'm fine. I'm actually excited that we're getting a brand new mech instead of just an auxiliary too.
Hmm.
Does it have to be Ko?
Yeah, I agree.
But that's just something you have to accept.
Yeah, he'll probably pass it on to someone else and then get another power up.
That seems to be like the trope that's happening is like, okay, like you give it to Red to show it off,
I'm
and
done with
then you
this.
pass it on to the next person. Like, all right, Ko now is now using Kangaroo Soul. All right, give the volcano to Bomba.
Hmm.
All right.
Let Gold keep Kurayami Soul.
Oh, use it
Please.
more even.
Yes. Stop using that cheesy electricity one.
Give that to Melto. I think it would look good on him.
Yeah, true.
Overall, fantastic episode.
Yeah, not a whole lot to say. Just pretty good writing and more good fights.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow for more Kamen Rider 01. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Yep, thanks for listening.